Why you still feel lost and unmotivated. Following your energy is a trap. You know that feeling you get when you're excited to start something new? They told me to follow my energy, but little did I know I was being lured by a vampire. Let me explain. Curiosity is a great motivator, but it comes with conditions. You have to be brutally self-aware. If you're not careful, that hype will fizzle out just as quickly as it came along. This is the part they don't tell you. If you have any degree of a hyperactive mind like ADHD and you don't set constraints on your energy and emotions, they will hijack your brain. Then a faint but familiar feeling comes along: lack of motivation. You see, I grew up addicted to video games and social media. My parents didn't enforce many restraints. No shame to them, they did what they could with what they had. But you know what that looks like as a 20-something? Pulling all-nighters on Kingdom Hearts to figure out what the hell Riku's problem is. Skipping classes to discover why Naruto's such a dick, but curious about his hidden past. Or binging the entire series of How I Met Your Mother for 2 weeks straight because I didn't have close relationships of my own. Luckily now at 30, that's all changed. But I didn't hold back anything when it came to a screen. The problem with multi-passionate people's lack of consistency is lack of systems. There's an epidemic of low discipline, and it's causing a lot of our mental health problems. Society promotes instant gratification, overstimulation, and overconsumption. We've been trained to seek the climax, the high that comes from achieving goals or getting to the victory. But this doesn't work well in the long term. So what do we do then? Stop trying to keep up with everyone. The problem with typical productivity advice is that it only works for one type of person. Neurotypicals, as they've been called, have an easier time just following instructions or guiding themselves to be productive on the right things. You know, the people that seem to always have everything figured out? Let's just call them normies. They seem to achieve effortless success while we sit here struggling for an ounce of clarity, thinking, how can I get a slice of that? Just get it done doesn't always work. Others habitually self-sabotage because that's how their environment and genetics shape them to be. Are these people doomed to be lazy procrastinators their whole lives? If you've tried productivity systems like Pomodoro, GTD, time blocking, or building a second brain and got instantly overwhelmed, I feel you. These systems are great in theory and they do work, but you need something more sustainable. Stop listening to the energy vampires, the normies. We need an approach to remain consistent despite the dips we inevitably experience, especially if you like all the things. Consistency is the key to success after all, isn't it? A better way of working for multi-passionate people. The biggest problem for us is that we do too much too fast. Remember the energy thing? It's very limited. So we need to start with something simple. One perspective that has really helped me is to reverse engineer my ideal life. I know you've probably heard this somewhere, but dedicating time to doing it right will help limit the river of distractions flowing your way. You will keep getting lost if you don't know where you're going. Let's start with your ideal life and break it up so you can at least have clarity on where to start. Reverse dream setting is your path to confident action. My biggest mistake was trying to plan my days without a target. First, break down your ideal life into goals and milestones. So define what your ideal life or day looks like, your 1-year goals, your quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. Second is to brain dump for 20 minutes on what your ideal life looks like. Set a timer and write until it goes off. Don't edit, don't judge it, just write. This lets your mind go unfiltered, more true to what you're tuned into. Use these daily for effortless focus. 10-minute meditation, 5-minute brain dumping, 90-minute physical timer, deep layered brown noise, and noise canceling headphones. Deflect distractions and develop deep dopamine. And finally, give yourself 1 week to map this out. Pro tips: the more specific, the better. Don't think about right or correctness when writing. Use this ChatGPT prompt to make sense of it. Use numbers, metrics where possible. Example: 6 figures per year, lose 10 pounds of fat, or 3 vacations per year. And finally, break down into potential milestones for your 10, 5, 1 year, quarterly, and monthly goals. Here I'll share an example. Your ideal life goal could be financial and time freedom with no outstanding debts, plenty of assets, and cash flow from multiple sources, such as a job, a side hustle, and freelancing. A 10-year goal could be to have all your debt paid off, you're making 6 figures per year, working only 20 hours per week. A 5-year goal could be that you've mastered the skill of copywriting and you're using it to ghostwrite for clients at $5,000 per month, in addition to a 9-to-5 job. A 1-year goal could be that you've dedicated time to practice writing as a skill, help people for free, get them results, and obtain testimonials. By then, you will have obtained your first 3 paid clients for your online writing business. Some examples of quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily goals. So on a day-to-day basis, writing 500 words will help you achieve and reach these milestones. Be sure to allow some flexibility. Evaluate on a monthly basis on how you might need to tweak your goals. I find it ideal to work in 1-week sprints, so that way I can evaluate my progress and see if I need to pivot, change directions, or focus on something completely different. This plan isn't set in stone, but it's just meant to give you some structure and confidence to get started. So over on X or Twitter, I wrote a thread on 9 productivity hacks that you can use to save 20 hours per week. So I'll leave that in the description that you can check out if you want to. That's all for now. So what questions do you have? Was this a slice of clarity or was it more confusing? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you next week.